Got some more viewer submitted gravy that shows beyond a shadow of a doubt that Lytton, BC, British Columbia, was an extreme case of plasmosis. As you'll see, the melted rims running along the ground, the trees still standing in the background. How did something reach this temperature here without lighting the trees on fire? I thought it was the burning trees and the forest fire that was supposed to catch the truck on fire, when in fact it happens vice versa. All through the town of Lytton, the video we're about to watch, you'll see the trees are standing, the houses and cars are demolished. Here you can see the rim has melted, and even the back rim, right there is the back rim. Basically the axle. I have two examples here of melted metal that I've picked up from roadside car fire debris. This one you can see that the liquid metal dripped right down onto the branches and encapsulated the branches. So it wasn't the branches that were burning that melted the metal, because they were directly below the melting metal. For the melting metal to have dripped down onto them, even small branches in there. And I've lacquered this one. This is from a more recent. Haven't lacquered it yet. You can see the small pieces of asphalt. That's what the top side looks like as the rivets run down the street. That's what you're seeing out there in front of that semi-truck. That truck is what they use for the thumbnail of this video, and it's just a 2-minute silent drive-through of the aftermath that I'll point some stuff out in while we go through. Trees that are standing, houses demolished. The white phosphorus remnants. White, everything's burnt with a white ash, a white powder. This is the same remnants we saw in Paradise. Trees still standing everywhere. The only trees that burnt were the ones right next to a house. And I guarantee those trees bear the plasma fire burn signature of electricity. Trees still standing. One in the yard turned to white ash. They still have their leaves. This one's a great example. It's only burnt on the side where the house was that burned. That side of the tree is burned. This side of the tree is still green. And so it goes throughout the rest of this video. And that looks like a straight line burn right there. But it's just demolished. I mean, you can see the trees are all still standing. It's only the houses that burned. The people of this town, they know everything but the trees burned. And the fact that that doctor was running his mouth over here in Lytton, and it was only a town of 250 people, and maybe 20 of them were his patients. Here they're showing the top of a bridge that apparently burned. I need you guys' help on this. Was that a train track? And I think it probably burned all the way down is what they're saying, or maybe it just burned right there at the crossing over the bridge. But I think what they're showing here is that the bridge burned in ways they can't explain. Standing trees, burnt out houses all over. So the people of this town know that it's like it came through the power lines or something. But that's what we were suspecting 3 or 4 years ago, smart meters. This is one that just came on as a follow-up. We're going to watch it as well. I haven't watched it yet, but what I will say is that the last one was a link that someone sent me in the comments section. And it's very rare that you get one past the goalie when you're trying to leave a link in the comments section. They almost always delete them. But for whatever reason, they let the one about Lytton, British Columbia that we just watched get through in the comments section. That tells me, what does that tell you? Maybe that they want me reporting on this. Why did they let that link through? And they rarely let a link through. Notice all the trees standing. The devastation is in between the trees. Notice the cars look rusted out. That's electrolysis that happens. Just like the corrosion on your battery terminal, when electricity flows through metal, it makes a corrosive effect. Same thing on those cars that turn to rust. Same thing on the 2 beams that were sticking up out of the rubble pile after 9/11 that Judy Woods called the Cheeto effect. Giant iron beams covered with rust sticking out of the rubble pile after 9/11. It instantly rusts and corrodes the metal. See the bricks thrown all over the street? Links will be in the description for the original videos here. Trees still standing everywhere. It's everything but the trees that burned. You can see the holes in those trees as they zoom past them. I can tell you they're plasma burned from the inside out. With unburnt spots still on them here and there. The rebar, you can see the rebar. In these burnt out basements, I won't sing the song right now. I was sitting in a burnt out basement when the sun burst through the sky. I was thinking of something a friend once said, and I was hoping it was a lie. They were taking Mother Nature's silver seed to a new home in the sun. In these burnt out basements, link will be in the description to that song as well. It's called After the Gold Rush. We the humans are the gold rush. This is the harvest. In these burnt out basements, you can see the rebar sticking out as if the concrete vibrated right off of the rebar. And I believe that's what's happening. You can see it in a lot of this. Looks more like a bomb hit than a fire. Much more like a bomb than a fire.